everybody doing? So I'm headed to the hardware store for some sanding discs for my sander for a project that I've had on the books for quite some time. Basically a patio set table, custom made from a free reel that I found on the side of the road. So you guys have probably seen it in some of my videos in the background down by the barbecue pit. So I got it done. Videos are coming up right after this. You'll see kind of the quick process of how it went. Not real long, just the basics. So headed to town, get some sanding discs, get it sanded down, get some of the spray paint that said free on it, sand it off and put some stain on it. You're gonna have to buy some bar stools, but you'll see that. So check it out. Pretty good project, turned out pretty decent. Knocked it out in a couple hours, actually easier than I thought it'd be. So, alrighty, here it is. Well, good, beautiful morning to everybody. At least it's morning here. So, I didn't do a first video on this, but I had this big reel that was free on the side of the road that I picked up, and it's been sitting here in my yard. I'm gonna make a table out of it. Well, I finally decided how I was gonna do it, so I basically cut it almost down the center, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull all these out of the center of these two, so that'll be a top and that'll be a top, and they'll mate together to make the circle. It'll be about a 6-foot round table, and then this section here is gonna stay bolted together, and that's gonna be the top that these sit on. So I'm gonna shave the bottom off depending on how high I want it. So now I gotta decide if I wanna do a bar top or a regular picnic table or patio table set. I've always kind of went with the taller tables. I don't know, probably should ask the wife, but maybe I'll just do it, make the decision. But so I'll tighten up all those bolts that hold all that together, shave the bottom off the height I want, bolt these two together on top, and I'll have a table. Because that reel, I mean, if you put it on its side, it's just super tall. I mean, it's, it's like this tall, so you'd have to have stairs to get up to your chairs. Stairs up to your chairs. Yeah, okay. So yeah, it's gonna go somewhere here, the barbecue area. But it took me a little while to cut it with a Sawzall. I was gonna use a chainsaw, but there's nails, so I didn't want to ruin my blade on my chainsaw. So the Sawzall worked good, took a little longer, but so go to the next step, and I'm gonna get this apart, get those two pieces ready to be tabletops, and then shave that to the height I want it. All right, so a little update. I've cut off the top, and these are all separated. Cut off the sides because it had been too wide for the top to be on there. So this right here is the top, that's a side, and then there's a side on the bottom. Right now I'm cutting off the bottoms so it'll sit flat. So as you can see, I still got the radius there that I'm gonna cut right at that, there, right there, just like that side. That'll be the bottom. So get that next one cut. I'm letting my Sawzall cool down a little bit. Cut that one off and try to get somebody out here to help me to move it. I don't know. I want to put it where it goes on the patio because it is heavy, and just sand it and then put a tarp down to stain it there, or do it all out here in the rock and then move it. I'll probably just do it in the rock. Then I don't want to stain my rock. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So anyways, that's how it's going. Sawzall, I'm still on the same blade, so we're doing good. I got one more cut, and then basically put it on its bottom. Put the other pieces on top, screw them down in a couple places. I might screw them down. I might just screw those together and make it so it can separate, so you can pull the top off and move the base differently, so it's not the whole thing having to be moved at once. Weight-wise, be better. So, yeah. All right. Next step coming up. Got my helper out here. She helped me push this over here. Yeah, I don't know why everything I end up with is so heavy. Me and the wife and the kid out here pushing this stuff around. It's monster. So anyways, there's the table. There's the top, which it's gonna flip. We're gonna flip them over. I was gonna bolt them together. It's too dang heavy. So I'm gonna flip them over, put them on there, and then bolt down to the corners. Just drill holes and bolt it. And then I can pull the bolts out and move it, take it apart as need be. Because, yeah, it's quite a job getting this stuff moved around. So I think that's going to be its home right there. Get the kid down here and throw those tops on and check it out. I was thinking about get custom and cut a big hole in the middle of that and line that and make that a little ice chest. Hard to reach your beers in the middle though. You'd have to have a little child or little person running around on the table to grab a beer out of the center to give it to you. And that's it. A 7-foot round, well, it's kind of oblong. Football shaped almost. What do you think? Yeah? So now I just gotta buy patio chairs, tall ones. Like I said, I should ask the wife.
Everything he builds is huge.
Yeah, she's like, you didn't build it tall, did you? I'm like, yeah, bar height. She's like, why do you always do that? So it's a good thing I didn't ask. All right, that's it. So yeah, cut the sides, the bottom. We cut it in half, cut the sides, bottom, trimmed it. That's the other half of the, barrel. Tightened up the bolts. I would, if you were going to do this, advise to run a piece of wood in the center, where the bowl comes up. Run a piece of wood across there, because when I tighten the bolts, it's starting to warp these in a little bit. That and that on the other side, but it'll be fine. So yeah, hope you make your own. If you find one on the side of the road that says free, like this one did, I gotta get the sanding paper, but it's part of the free there. All right, hope everybody has a good one. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. See you later.